Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you so, so much. Yes, I'm still in the Halloween spirit. Anyway, kisses to the subscriber that sent me that beautiful, beautiful box of goodies. I'm still snacking on the candy and enjoying every bit of this wonderful surprise. And they also agreed to help me with my live, and I will continue to leave them anonymous, but at least I'll have someone to help me with my live sessions because I really want to get started on that. I also too want my page to grow, and I know I have to put a little bit more work into it as far as like showing more clips, showing clips of, you know, for example, Oprah Winfrey said that she didn't realize that it was a bombshell moment with the Oprah show with her and Meghan. And then years later, she comes out right when Queen Elizabeth passes away and said she had no idea that it was going to be a bombshell. Yes, she did. You knew it was a bombshell then, and you knew it when Queen Elizabeth passed away. And my sister said it would be a good idea to show her saying something about the bombshell and then showing her 2 years later saying it to show the contrast. So I will work on my channel as much as I can with the time that I have. And so some of you follow me so much, you know what I'm talking about, but some of them don't. And like my sister was here this weekend and she was like, I didn't know any of this stuff. And I'm like, are you listening to my videos? Moving on. Anyway, and one day, she has such good content too. She wants to talk about Meghan's character. She's like, her character is off. She shows no accountability. I said, thank you. I was hoping that that's the reaction that I'm getting from her. So one day I'm going to call her out. We're going to get on here and we're going to do one together. And trust me, you're going to love her. You probably love her more than you love me. She's fun. She's awesome. She's just wonderful. So I'm going to set that up one day, and I can do it from home. So she doesn't necessarily have to be here, but she will show her face. Thank goodness. Moving on. Meghan's sighting. Okay, so she's been to Las Vegas. I don't care. She went to Las Vegas to see Katy Perry's show. I just don't care. I really don't care. I don't care that she's friends with these people. I don't care that she's trying to be this global person. I just don't care. I don't. You know, it's just not a story for me. So we're going to move on from that because I don't care. The biggest story is that the kids are at home. She never takes them out. She took them trick-or-treating, saw the back of their heads. Like, come on. Quit showing the kids if all you're going to show is the back of their heads. Like, quit throwing them pictures out there, you know. It's weird. It's weird for them to show the back of their kid's head. Yeah, we do have kids see, but you only can see the back of them. It's just stupid. It's the games Meghan play. Okay? Push this over here. And then they went to Vegas to see Carrie her show, and something about TMZ called them out. I didn't see it because they didn't show it on TV. TMZ has two different things that they do. They have the media on their page, and then they have it on TV. They didn't show Meghan and Harry at Katy Perry's show on TV because I looked at it today. I said, she's nowhere on here. So that's how important she is. I want to get to the Omid Scobie book because it's going to tie into a lot of things that they already do. It's what we talk about, what my interest is. It's not about her siding, not about her trying to be this big Hollywood Scarlet, this big royalty, because the verdict is out. She's not that. She's not likable, and she'll never be liked. I don't know. I just don't get the fact that her going to a concert makes her popular. Or her going to a concert makes her look like she has all these friends. And Celine Dion was there and all this other stuff. Yes, Meghan wants to hang out with the who's and be close to them. She also wants to feel important in that circle, like she's the star of that circle. But that's all I have to say about that. I do want to talk about Omid Scobie in his book. What disturbs me the most is that he's friends with Meghan and Harry. And if you're friends with them, just like Fighting Freedom, you're giving them, Harry and Meghan is providing information to Omid Scobie to talk about the royal family. So instead of them talking about the royal family in their media storm, in their spare books and all the things that they have done, they're using other people to do it for them. They used Tyler Perry. He got on there and dissed the Queen. She used Oprah. Oprah got on there and let her say whatever she wanted to say and then fact check her. You know, and then she wrote the book Spare. So if she wrote the book Spare, why wouldn't she be writing the Omid Scobie Endgame book? Who else knows about the racism comment other than her and Harry and Meghan? Omid Scobie would only be able to get that information. Omid Scobie would only be able to get the racism information, or who said it, who had the conversation, through Meghan and Harry. But what is distasteful about it is that it was never a racist comment. It was never a racist moment. And it wasn't even unconscious. It was a statement that it was a conversation in private that Harry told his family, and Meghan has taken it and twisted it just like she twists everything else. She twists the car chase in New York City. She elaborated on that as if we were going to believe that she was actually chased for 2 hours in Manhattan, the busiest place in the world. And I couldn't figure it out when it first happened. And so this is Meghan's motive. I can't talk about the royal family, but they can. And see, Meghan wants to continue to tell her story. She can't shut up. No one's talking but her. The royal family aren't saying anything. They are quiet. The only thing they told her was recollections may vary and a little bit of other more stuff. This was years ago. But if you heard a peep out of them, no. And that's what makes them so dignified, makes them extra royalty, because they are silent while she's talking. If she had came over here and shut her mouth and did what she was supposed to do and make a brand out of herself, she would have succeeded in that. But since she's lied and continues to lie on the royal family as if she's in competition, or as if she's in some type of fight with them, or as if she has to prove something, or is it jealousy? My sister could not understand it. I told her this week and I said, listen, she said, what is it that she wants? My sister said, what is it that Meghan wants? And I told her, I said, she wants to be branded. She wants to be the president. She wants to be in Hollywood. She wants to be in Hollywood as a royal. And my sister still couldn't understand that, because she was trying to figure out how in the hell would she give up all of that for this, for Celebrityville. And so I took a different approach, because it's hard for people to understand. Like Meghan said, what sense does that make? It doesn't make sense to the average person. She said that on the Oprah show. What sense does that make, me coming over here branding myself? But that is what you're doing. You're working with the whole WME, the best talent agency in the world, apparently, that can't seem to get your reputation off the ground, but no one knows how to. Yes, it sounds stupid, but it's true. What is she doing? She's at the Katy Perry concert. She wants to be with Celine Dion. She wants to be riding on private jets with these new A-lister friends. Now that Meghan has gotten the title, now she wants to mingle with the celebrities, the same ones that she invited to her wedding. Yeah. She was letting us know, hey, guess what, guys? This is when my sister's eyes started open. I said, Juanita, she invited only her mother to the wedding. And I said, then she turns around and invite all these celebrities that she don't know. And she set the scene to let me know that, hey, I'm going to be working with all these A-listers as soon as this wedding is over. And what is she doing? She's trying her best. She was working with George Clooney, Serena, Oprah. Tyler Perry didn't go. He didn't get an invite for some odd reason. And so on and so on. And then this what finally got her. I said she's jealous of Catherine. She said, whoa. I said, but that didn't just get it for me, because Meghan is strategic. There's a lot going on in that brain of hers. My sister said, what is she going to do when, what is going to happen when Catherine becomes Queen of England? She said she's not going to be able to take it. I said, not at all. She's trying to build something here now so she can outdo the current royals. She really wants us to believe that they're this bad, bad family that drove her out. And so since we didn't hear it in the Oprah interview, we didn't get it, okay? We didn't get it with the docuseries, okay? Because remember, and then Spotify, she says, it's me. I don't have an NDA. I'm going to tell my truth, and here it goes. We didn't get it on the Oprah show. We didn't get it on the docuseries. We didn't get it in a therapy session. And we didn't get it with Spare. They have told their story so many times, and we have heard it. And now they want to add to that story. So as they add to that story, they're going to use Omid Scobie as their ticket to tell us how bad the royals still are to them. The coordination. I heard the book was put on hold for Omid Scobie because they wanted to put some information in about the coordination. So what that tells me is that he's going to have this section with Meghan and Harry, all about Meghan and Harry and how they were mistreated. She couldn't get on the balcony. Archie couldn't be in the play. Archie can't even go outside. Archie couldn't participate in the King's coronation. King Charles haven't even seen that kid. He doesn't even know him. He doesn't even have a relationship with Archie. So how is he supposed to be like, okay, bring him on over. We'll give him a part. They know nothing about their family. Meghan has kept them kids hidden from their family. She has not attempted to go and show those kids to their family, but she can go to concerts, she can hang out with her buddies, she can do all this other stuff, which is fine. But why not in the interim try to build a relationship with the people that you keep attacking? Because she's relentless in her game to take them down. Why would you use Omid Scobie's book to talk about coordination, to talk about the racism, to talk about anything more, as if we didn't get it all those other times? And since her hand is not actually on it, but we know it is, just like the Spare, she can wash her hands from it and say, it wasn't me, I didn't say that. No, but you and Harry are the only ones that know this inside information that Omid Scobie is fin to talk about. Am I right or wrong? Because he's not hanging out with William and Catherine. I'm just saying. So the trashing continues. The trashing of her family continues. And so how are we supposed to love her if she continues? How are we supposed to forgive her if she continues to attack the very thing that we love? You continue to, what does she think? Americans hate the royals so much that eventually, if she keeps telling the story, we're going to believe her? No, she's a rotten egg. She's a fraud. She's a grifter. And Harry has married a pain in our butts. And what kills me about the whole thing is that Harry allows her to be this traitor. I wanted my sister to know that without his approval, She wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. Check it out. Imagine Catherine doing the stuff that Meghan is doing. And William's about to be the king. How do you think William would react to Catherine calling his family racist, talking about him, creating a whole whale squad to go after his family? No, have a friend write a book about his family and be okay with that. No, I'm sure he would divorce Catherine and move on and say, you know what, she wasn't the one for me. But Harry, for some odd reason, can't get his stuff together. And so he allows this to continue. Harry didn't get invited to his father's birthday party. This an open invitation means you can come if you want to. An open invitation is not an invitation. If my mom said to me, and I know my UK subscribers can contest it because they let me know that it's different. You can't just call up King Charles and say, I'm coming. My mom would just say, hey, you coming? You coming over for Thanksgiving? Yes. She don't even have to ask. She's going to be looking for us at the door if we didn't show up. Especially Kira. I don't think she really cares about me. The baby. Where's the baby? Just like King Charles. If you come over here to the UK, bring those kids or don't come at all. We want to see the kids. That's the only, that would be the only reason why I would want to have a relationship with Meghan if I was a family member, was to see the kids. But obviously Meghan is keeping them under the cover. It's almost as if she's keeping them hostage from their family. Who does that? I heard on the street that he realizes Archie knows that he's a prince now. He has no idea what prince mean. And even if he did, he's too young to actually know the severity of it. I can't wait until he finds out what his mom and dad has done. But hopefully they're probably going to brainwash him into thinking that his family across the pond is evil, like they're trying to do us. Why wouldn't it be the same? Meghan and Harry is trying to poison our minds. Oh, that's okay. Got it on video. Are trying to, this is allegedly my thoughts and my assumptions and everything, what I'm seeing through the news cycle, what I see about her. I forgot what I just said, but whatever I said times 20. No. What real woman, what woman of mental health, and what woman of integrity, what woman of influence, what woman of this love and family and heart and caring would do 5% of what Meghan has done? Just 5. No one. Catherine wouldn't do it, but Meghan is. Meghan is the driving force behind everything that they do. Now Harry's hanging out at a concert with Katy Perry, and Katy Perry don't like them. But Meghan forces herself on these people because she needs these people for some odd reason. But me seeing her hanging out with Beyonce and Kelly Rowland doesn't make me want to be her friend and say, oh, if they like her, I like her too. No, it makes me question them. Kelly Rowland, Kim Kardashian, all of this. Like it's hard for me to be a fan of someone like Meghan, and then she turns around and try to hang out with Kevin Costner, and now I'm looking at Kevin Costner like, oh, okay. You used to be on my good list. No. I don't see it. I question your character, Kevin. I question your character, Kelly Rowland. I question everybody's character that wants to hang out with this person and not question who this person really is and think that it's okay. No, what she does is she sit around at the table and she trashes the royal family, and then they eat it up and take it and say, well, she knows what happened over there. Gail. For some reason, she set Tyler Perry down and told them that they were trying to make her stay. But then she said they were forced out. You can't have it both ways. Either they were trying to make you stay or they were forcing you out, Meghan. She tells us that she was forced out. My last video that I did was on Dan Wootton and Mexit and how the royal family, something got leaked, so she was pushed out of the royal family. That's that stupid stuff. This is Meghan playing games with the media, playing games with us. And it's up to us to determine, to decipher what it is really going on, okay? And that's what we do. So here we go. This is not going to make her popular. It doesn't. When Omid Scobie book come out and it's trashing the royal family, and then people put 2 and 2 together that Omid Scobie is best friends with Meghan, where did they get this information? She's still talking crazy. Shut up. WME, are you not on it? Just like Angela Levin said. She's not worried, and neither am I, and none of us should be. None of us should be concerned about what's in his book. I'm not getting it. I dare give him $1. Honestly. What's her name? I'm sweating. It's hot in here. Omid Scobie. Oh, when I get the book. Why are you buying the book? Quit supporting him, journalist. Try to figure out a way to support these people without supporting them, because you're giving to them their pockets. Why would we put money into this, into Meghan's best friend's pocket to talk about them? Remember Bozy? He was on that docuseries, and he was on there bashing the royal family, talking about how all these YouTubers were not real. That didn't even make sense, because you could actually see the people talking, and there wasn't housewives like he was lying about. But those are Meghan's friends, discouraging and talking about the royal family as if she's been living over there all her life. Meghan was only over there for 15 minutes, and all this stuff is going on. Do you ever hear her talk about her father or her sister anymore? But she's talking about the royal family. Sorry, I'm not hungry. No. She only talks about the royal family because she knows that that's the only thing that we want to hear about. But she's not the glory. It's Harry. People want to hear from Harry. People like Harry. And to me, what I see is her trying to push her husband to the side and trying to make a name for herself. Of course, Meghan is strategic. I'll be back.
And an upcoming book is sure to keep them there for a little while longer. Well, Omid Scobie's new book claims Prince William is apparently power hungry and that Queen Camilla went to dangerous lengths to preserve her image.
Well, joining us now is the man in the know, our royal correspondent, Rupert Bell. Morning to you, Rupert. This book has been described as holding bombshell after bombshell. I mean, they all say that, don't they? What are we expecting, though?
It's bound to, well, they're in the pre-launch hype machine is well and truly notching up a level or two. And clearly, Omid Scobie has the ear of the Sussexes, and clearly his view is that the royal family have...
Omid Scobie has the attention. Omid Scobie has Meghan and Harry on speed dial. He just said that this book is going to be, to me, is going to be based all about Meghan and Harry and their grievances and how the bad royals are mistreating them. And the kicker is the royal family is over there working, doing business. Prince William is over there rocking it. And they're jealous. They're jealous of William. They're jealous of William coming over here to New York City, having a crowd out there bowing to him and loving on him. They're jealous of him in Singapore right now, and then people loving on him and loving on William. His popularity is #1 here in the United States. So Omid Scobie saying that the William wanting to be popular, he doesn't have to. He already is. He doesn't have to be popular. He already is popular. He's the future king. He's supposed to be popular. And whatever he can do to bring his reputation up to par after these two idiots keep trying to trash him, which if William would just continue to sit back and do what he does, he will see that his popularity is growing because of these two. The reason why William and Catherine is doing so good is because Meghan and Harry, what has happened is it did the opposite effect of what Meghan wanted it to do. When Meghan went on the Oprah show, the docuseries, and Spare, and tried to trash the family and continue to do that with this book, what it does is it makes us feel sorry for them. I start feeling sorry for William and Catherine and the Queen and everyone else because of these two. So as they continue on this crusade to defame them and to trash them, they will continue to be looked at as these whiny, spoiled, jealous people that won't leave the royal family alone after they said that they would. But their best friend is finna write a book and then talk about some of the stuff. And I did a video on this weeks ago about Omid Scobie, and I hate to give him this much of my platform. I really do, because I could care less about him. He's not thought of, but he's a thorn somewhere because obviously people want to hear what he has to say. And I don't care if they all said it in unison. Catherine, William, the kids, Prince Charles, Camilla, and Queen, and Philip all said it at the same time. What color is the baby going to be? Like the conversation I had with my sister just now, this weekend. I said, didn't you want to know what Kira was going to look like? She said, everybody wants to know. And she lied. She lied and said that the kids wouldn't get the titles because their skin was too dark. Sorry about my stomach. Hopefully you can't hear it. And it's just me. Let's get back.
Cast them asunder and sort of alleging that Prince William is power hungry.
Power hungry. The people that have been rolling around, PRing it, talking about New York City, running to concerts, doing everything in their book to become popular, is talking about William trying to be popular. Everything that Meghan and Harry says, it's the opposite. It's them. They self-consciously is talking about themselves when they talk about others, okay? When they say that William is power hungry, he's talking about his wife. Meghan is power hungry. Did she or did she not want to take that Senate seat? Called Gavin Newsom and begged him for that seat, okay? Conned her way into the royal family and married an idiot that let her. The only way Meghan can get away with all of this stuff is that Harry okays it. And since he does, he's an idiot. Power hungry. Let's talk about the power hungry, because that's that stupid stuff. Meghan's the one that wants power. Why does she invite all those celebrities over there and then wished her family over here so she could be right next to them very people? She's power hungry. Why is she running to Beyonce concert twice? Why is she on the stage with Kevin Costner? Why is she running to Invictus? Why is she on the mental health thing? And then turn around and says, who's power hungry? Listen, William has a job to do. Unlike her, scraping for work. Spotify fired her. Scraping for work. Scraping for a reason to be popular. Who's been on a charity-a-thon? charity-a-thon for the last 2 months. Meghan has appeared everywhere doing every which a charity to make herself popular. How many times has she went and picked up an award to say that she's this wonderful person? Who's fighting for popularity? Who's fighting for power? Meghan wants money, power, and fame. Those 3 things that she has been gouging for. And now she has the audacity to have her best friend put in a book that he's power hungry. I didn't see that. I don't see him on Oprah Winfrey talking about his family, trying to bring attention. I didn't see him writing a memoir called Spare or called The Future King. Wouldn't that make him be that power person if he came out with a book called I'm the Future King? No, Meghan, it's you and Harry that want the popularity. I'm not going to get the book, but I'm going to get the inserts and we're going to deep dive as we go through it. And anything that you guys want me to know, let me know. But listen to this. He wants power. When William walks in the room, he's meek. He holds his head up high, but he's meek and he's confident. And he allows everyone else to shine except for himself. But Meghan and Harry are front and center. She's in the front row doing nothing, looking like an idiot. She's not getting her hands dirty. Catherine and William was riding around on bikes this weekend. Okay? Not just on bikes, but they are raising money for good causes. And they are kicking butt. They're making millions. What is Harry and Meghan doing? Riding around in a 7-car convoy going around New York City to pretend like they powerful and famous. The only reason why she has her status is because she married a prince. Must she be reminded? No, she wants us to believe that she was some A-lister before Harry, knowing that she came from the D-pot. Let's go.
Not sure how you can be power hungry when you're automatically going to get the job eventually, notching up a level or 2. And clearly, Omid Scobie has the ear of the Sussexes, and clearly his view is that the royal family have cast them asunder and sort of alleging that Prince William is power hungry. I'm not sure how you can be power hungry when you're automatically going to get the job eventually. I suppose what he's maybe referring to is the way that Harry and Meghan have been cast asunder, and presumably they feel that William just wanted to...
How have they been cast out? No, they cast their own self out with their shenanigans. Meghan and Harry cast their own image, their own popularity out the door. And if she came over here and did what she said she was going to do, she would probably not be disliked as much. She would continue to be disliked in the UK forever, but the United States would have embraced her if she hadn't came over here talking about the family that we like. And she continues.
The only sort of brother in town, as it were, to make sure
Jealousy.
that all the focus was on him, and that presumably is what he's alluding to. But I think we're going to have to we've got to see where his sources are coming from. Look, I haven't read it yet. It's coming out on November the 28th. But clearly, it's going to have a degree of fascination, because clearly Omid Scobie's view of the royal family is not necessarily, well, quite clearly isn't a flattering one.
Do you think we'll likely see, Ian's been asking this all morning, you could essentially write anything about the royal family, never complain, never explain, they're not going to respond to any of these claims. Do you think they could be pushed to respond?
No.
Well, they didn't after Harry, so I think, and the documentary and the book, there was only the time.
Nobody cares but us. I would think a little bit, but I don't think that they're holding their breath and waiting on this book, and they don't care. The royal family is not sitting around waiting for this book to come out. They're going to continue to do what they do and serve their people and continue to live their lives as royals and move on without Harry and Meghan, because as they continue to talk crazy about their family continues to shine. I want to talk about Samantha for just a second. Court case is coming up. And I just hope that they get it right. I hope they do. I hope they realize, and I hope they show proof of Samantha being targeted and being treated, misused, and by her sister.
When the racist allegations where William sort of muttered an aside as he was walking away from engagement, that was the nearest we got to revelations, a sort of response to what was going on. So I don't think we will. They will try and ride the storm out. It will just be uncomfortable for them. And to suggest, he's suggesting that the king is unpopular. I think the problem is not...
The king is unpopular. That's that stupid stuff. King Charles is not unpopular. And he is just as popular as his mother. Kingsley said that everybody loved Queen Elizabeth. I do believe that. I do believe there's enough love for people to have for King Charles. I think he's doing the best he can with what he has. And not just that, he's a great king because they work so hard. If they can get up every morning and go out there and do what they do for their people and raise and bring awareness to whatever, I think he's doing an excellent job. And for them to assume that they're not doing a good job, that's a bunch of hoopla. Because what I see is King Charles allowing his son to set his mark at being the future king, along with his wife, Catherine, as he said in that statement, my beloved daughter-in-law. That would have hurt. That would have hurt. Meghan, did that hurt? Did that hurt you? When your father-in-law, the one that walked you down the aisle, that one, after you threw your father to the curb, bloop, and he's still on that same curb. How does it feel for your father-in-law to talk so highly of your sister-in-law and called her his beloved daughter-in-law? I told my sister that. She said, ouch. No. And here's the thing. The lies that Omid Scobie come up with about the family, it doesn't add up. William trying to be this powerful person, he is. He is a powerful person. He will be even powerful, later. Is the jealousy hurting everyone over there, Omid Scobie? Are you telling on them like they told on themselves? Yeah, the jealousy is real. And then they go after the vulnerable. They go after the one they're going after Camilla. Camilla is popular too. She is the queen. I don't like when they call her queen consort either, because the queen, Elizabeth, ordained her to be queen. And she has earned her spot in history to be queen. I love it. I love this story. I wonder, when we're gone and stuff, are they going to be writing books about, I'm sure they are, writing history books about this and that and the fraud, the grifter that grifted into the royal family, Meghan. She will be marred for life. I don't want my legacy to be based on trashing my family. I would be doing everything in my power to be trying to get that relationship back together. But first of all, I wouldn't have destroyed it. But here we go. And something about Harry is wanting an apology. That's what Angela Lemon keeps saying, and I call foul. No matter how bad they want an apology, I think it's disgusting. I think it's insulting for them to even want one, as if they did anything to her other than treat her like royalty. Kelly Rowland said Meghan was already royalty. No, she wasn't. She was a D-list actress that wannabe. And now she's not royal even to this moment. She doesn't know how to act like a royal. She doesn't know how to be a royal. She didn't read the rule book on how to do that. She thinks doing charity work is being a royal. No, she wants this power. She wants the power that William and Catherine have. And so instead of them getting it, they're going to talk about it in his book.
Not necessarily unpopular. I think great swathes of the population are ambivalent towards him. The younger generation don't necessarily see the relevance of the royal family. And that's the hard part for the king, to make himself seem relevant.
Well, you got your daughter-in-law over here trying to water it down, but then trying to water it down at the same time being curtsy to. You got to respect where you came from, or then why should we respect it? If Meghan doesn't respect the royal family, but want to be called the Duchess of Sussex, that bothers me. Because you have been given a title that you don't deserve. And then you talk about the very people that gave you the title, the very people that gave it to you, and then you trash them. Well, when you trash them, you trash the very thing that you are too. When you go after the royal family, Meghan, you and Omid Scobie, and try to discourage them, you didn't become royal because you're royal by marriage. And you're not going to become this royalty over here. You're not. We don't see that. We don't see that. And you can't take it from them and become over here. It is just mind-boggling.
Relevance to the population as a whole, and that's going to be the hard part, and has been the hard part for him. So unpopular, no, but maybe just a sort of disinterest in what they're getting up to because they lead a lifestyle.
If he was unpopular, then his coronation wouldn't have went off like it did. It was insane how many people watched and came to celebrate the king. It's you that's unpopular, Meghan. It's you that's unpopular, Prince Pet. He's the pet. Harry is now Harry's pet. That's what I call him. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her pet.
That none of us can imagine what it's like. It's so different, but they've got to make themselves seem relevant.
Yes, they
Just
do.
to shine some light on this, if you would, Ruben. Who is Omid Scobie? I mean, his name comes around every now and again. I think he's previously written a book, friends with Meghan or something. What's the story with this guy?
Well, he's a journalist who's tapped into the niche. He's been around for some time. People suggest that it's not quite what you've seen, but he has come up as a Yahoo editor. He has found a way of tapping into, he tapped into the Meghan and Harry sort of story and has made it work. His book, Finding Freedom, obviously was reflecting, having the ear of the Sussexes and their camp. And that's what...
I'm so glad that they're saying that and making reference to Finding Freedom, because Meghan lied and said that she had nothing to do with that book. And then she went to court and said, oh yeah, I forgot. I did help with that. No, you're lying. That judge and the courts know that she was lying. No, she changes her story when it suits her. I can't wait to see what happens with this lawsuit with Samantha. I hope it's just blown out of just boom. Remember when she got a fact checker? If you're telling the truth, why would I need to go get someone that's going to fact check me? But if you're lying and people saying you are and you're guilty, well, I can prove that. No, you didn't prove anything. You're still a liar, Meghan. And now you're going after the royal family with one of your friends. You attack the royal family through media, through these pieces. Like the one I read last week about Mexit and how Dan wouldn't, it was Dan Wooden's fault that they had to relocate and had to get out the royal family. That's that stupid stuff. I'm going to list the reasons why they left. They say that they left. And tell me, my sister and me could not understand and tried to figure out, she did, I already know, why she would leave. She said, why didn't she continue to do what she wanted to do over there? I said, because she never wanted to be over there. It wasn't clean enough for her. She wanted to be over here with Oprah them. But she still want to be a princess too, Juanita. My sister was like, what? I said, I'm going to have to put this all down on a piece of paper. Because it's so much that, let me tell you something. It would be good to have like an outline of it.
He's made sure is his sort of niche. He's got his niche and he's got his outlet. And clearly
anything you guys want to add to my outline, let me know. I will definitely give you credit for it.
It's an interesting one because people want to know about the Sussexes and their relationship with the royal family.
There's none.
And he is the man who is being able to do that. Hence,
there's no relationship. There's none. And his book is not going to tell us that a true story behind their relationship. It is Harry and Meghan's take on the relationship, which is fake. And so until the royal family actually comes out and discuss their side, all we're going to continue to hear is Meghan and Harry's side. That's it. This liathon fest side over there. It's not real. It's a made up fictitious story. And they can't keep their story straight. And they want to add to it to make the royals look bad. Stop attacking your family. Has it worked in the past? Is it working now? WME, hello?
Reason why this book is coming out, he's describing it as the most challenging work of his career. Well, I'm sure he's going to be ubiquitous on his PR tour.
I started from growling.
Revealing all, as he would say, as to what is actually going on behind the doors of Buckingham Palace and William's home and everywhere, and indeed the Sussexes. So he's definitely found his niche to be the spokesperson for the.
Omid Scobie will dry out like the rest of them people. Boise is gone. The box set no guy. Good luck coming back from that. He had a moment on her docuseries. He's been going downhill ever since. You name someone that has succeeded with the Sussex squad. Iman, the Black Lives Matter lady, ruined her credibility because she was taking up for Meghan and Harry. Tessa, ruin your credibility when you start taking up for them. You ruin your credibility. You do. Oprah's gone. Tyler Perry, it's gone. If, like the Royal Rogue said, if you want to be markled, hang out with her. You've been markled. She is a conniving con artist, blamer, whiner, a user, and watch out. Watch out for your kids. Watch out for your husbands. Watch out for everyone. Run when you see her. I wouldn't want to be on the same plane with her. Saying anything with her. Next to her on a seat. I don't trust her. Let's go on. I'm almost done, guys. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit like, share, and comment. Please don't forget to comment. Even if you don't have anything to say about the video, just say hi and where you're from. I love it. I love it. I love it. One day I want to visit Scotland. I've been to the UK, but I just want to do like a whole tour. I want to go to France. You know, I heard you can get on a trolley and go right over there, like in a day or two. Like, how cool is that? Okay.
Sussexes and their story.
Now, Rupert, we know the Prince of Wales.
Their story. They're still telling their story.
Revealing all, as he would say, as to what is actually going on behind the doors of Buckingham Palace and other.
He doesn't know what's going on behind Buckingham Palace because Harry and Meghan don't know. The only thing that they can talk about is what happened before. And try to conjure up what they think is happening. Like, oh, Prince William is wanting power. No, that's a statement. That's something that you think is happening. That is, he has to. And if you two was on the up and up, Harry and Meghan, you would help him be that popular. No, you're too jealous. You're too jealous. The jealousy is eating you up inside. His daughter-in-law. William coming over here showing out. He didn't have to do nothing. All you have to do is just step out the car and people are going to be yelling at him because we see his integrity. We see what he has to offer. We don't see these two are fake, fraudulent. They're grifters. They're con artists. And if you believe them, you are sucked into the con. And if you don't run away, you will get sucked into it. If you don't listen to another part of it, because all we've been hearing is about Harry and Meghan's story, Oprah's story, Spears' story, Netflix story, as if they had enough information to tell us. No, Meghan made it up as if she's a director. 2-hour car chase in Manhattan. Paparazzi's following us. We're gonna die. No, she's trying to reenact her mother-in-law stuff. And you know what? I don't really connect with her trying, all the Diana thing. So I don't talk about it that much. I know that she wished she was as famous as Diana, but that will never happen. That's the only thing I have to say about that. And I think it's sick that Harry allows her to, piggyback off of that.
William's home and everywhere.
You don't see Catherine running around doing stupid stuff, talking about she was in a 2-hour car chase. This girl is something else. She's a joke. And why do people continue to take her seriously? Why is this book even being talked about? We shouldn't even be talking about this book.
Sussex is. So he's definitely found his niche to be the spokesperson for the Sussexes.
He's the
and their story.
spokesperson. He just said it. He's the spokesperson. He's talking on behalf of them. He talks for them. He goes to them, they tell him what to say, and then he says it on their behalf. So, some kind of way, Harry and Meghan has told Omid Scobie that William is looking for power and Charles is not popular. Well, truth be told, his popularity is higher than the Meghan and heirs. They're the ones at the bottom of the list. They're the one that's in other. They're the ones that's trying to reach back up to the top because they have failed. Does she think this book is going to change that? Do Meghan think that this book is going to change people's thought about her? Oh, maybe some.
But we know that Prince of Wales was welcomed in Singapore ahead of the Earthshot Prize ceremony. Considering the announcements that have been made by our own Prime Minister over recent months about new oil and gas licenses, about everything to do with kind of climate change, and we know what William...
Okay. William went over there, kicked butt, still kicking butt, and going to continue to kick butt. They're going to continue to be quiet, not listen to these two, and continue to shine and be the ambassadors that they are. And Meghan will just continue to be this nobody that married a prince and want to be somebody because there's nothing in her repertoire that makes her special other than her trashing the royal family. That's what makes her interesting, is that she can talk nasty about them. That's it. What else does she have to offer? What else has she done that people have gravitated to that has made her powerful, famous, or whatever? Like when she was in New York City and was sitting on that couch talking about the best thing to me is, my kids and being married to this one. My sister said, she asked me, she said, how's their relationship? There's no relationship there. I said, what will probably end up happening is they're going to do a Will and Jada. Pretend like they're pretending. Harry doesn't look happy. He doesn't. He looks sad, depressed, and all of that. Listen, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the fan and the sweating. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Bye.